Welcome back to the PBC. It's your boy K9s giving it to you the way I always do. Fair and unbiased, raw and uncut. Some gonna like it, some ain't, man. I'm gonna touch on a topic today a brother want me to touch on, tonight rather. I'm gonna touch up on that topic and explain some things to the brother, and that way we can be clear on certain situations. You know what I'm saying? Hope everybody had a great day. Check the other videos out that I dropped all day long. I've been dropping videos. So check them videos out. The first one was when Maul ain't going nowhere. He at home. So stop thinking I done heard he got this much time. He had that much time. He at home. Still got selling them dogs. You know what I'm saying? So stop saying all that. And the next video that I had dropped later on in the evening was about the dog fighting bust in Louisiana. You know what I'm saying? So y'all check them videos out, and we gonna get into this. Where I'm gonna explain some things to the brother. He wanted me to explain about the bro Ed Moultrie, which is DJ Dynamite Kennel partner. You know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna explain some things about that, and break it down to you why I do what I do, how I do. And I had to drop this video for you, my bro, and for anybody out there, because it's probably a lot of people that feel want to know the same thing that you want to know. So I'm gonna go ahead and give you the content. You know what I'm saying? And I couldn't go to sleep on it. I don't like to go to sleep with them type of things on my mind. So the thing is, this is where it all started from. For one, I know the dude Ed Moultrie. I'm not just talking to somebody about somebody I don't know. He went into Sambo what it looked like to me was a bullshit ass alligator dog. You know, but that's needless to say. You know what I'm saying? That's needless to say. That don't got nothing to do with what we talking about today. What this got something to do with is when Walkmall Kennel, Sonny, and DJ Dynamite, the fake Walkmall, try to run a scam on me and try to use me to be part of their scam to run the scam on all of y'all. See, a lot of y'all believe it, and no, I can't stop you from believing what you want to believe, but they wanted me to be a part of the three-man scam, and they got tightened part of it. You know what I'm saying? I wasn't gonna be a part of it because I know it was a lie. You know, this is the thing. You know, when Walkmart first got in trouble, I was the person that went down to the lawyer's office when the police was still in the yard. I went to the lawyer's office to try to see, okay, go down there and make sure them boys straight. You know what I'm saying? When the police was still in the yard, I went down there. It was no DJ Dynamite around, the fake Walkmart. He was nowhere around during this time. He was way in his city working on the trash truck which he worked on. You know what I'm saying? I was the one down there trying to make sure them brothers were straight as far as lawyer wise. I'm not saying I was there with no money paying them. Them boys can pay for their own lawyer. Them boys got a lawyer that they deal with, and all I had to do was let them know what's going on. And he would have been down there, or he or she would have been down there. Okay, so that's cool. Now, 3 days later, you see, them boys went to court already. It's not the same kind of situation. They went to court 3 days later for their dogs. You know, whoever sent them boy, whoever sent the police to them boys' house, the real welcome out. The police said themselves, if we'd have knew the dogs looked like this, we wouldn't have never came, right? That's that's what I was told. Okay. 3 days later, in court, they had a chance to get their dogs back. All chain violations. There was no dog fighting, no kind of dog fighting nothing. You know what I'm saying? Uh, but the fee was like 20 some $1,000 to get the dogs back in 3 days. That's with your vet bills, your shots, and all that other stuff, and whatever kind of checkups they had to give. 40 some dogs equal up to about 20 some $1,000. I guess each dog kind of rounded up about $700-800 a piece, somewhere around that area. Now, on the day that they went to court, I talked to Walkmore, because talked to him about every day. I talked to him, and he said, Daddy decided to let him keep the dogs. When they told him how much he had to pay to get the dogs back, he said, well, y'all take care of them then, and walked out the courtroom. This is from Walkmore mouth, the real Walkmore. Okay, now me myself, I thought it was a big mistake because I felt like you could have got the dogs back and sold a little or two and made your money back, or you either got the studs and sold one of the two of the studs. You know what I'm saying? So I didn't say nothing about it, but I was like, damn. Once you surrender them to the courts, it's too late to do anything about it. Now, at the same time, you got people all from city to city that's around this city, my brother. All the people, and I'm gonna explain to you the whole story slow enough that way you can understand why Ed Moultrie is catching a lot of this shit. Now, it's people from city to city when this thing happened. Oh, let's see, we find out where these dogs go at. Cause you know you got brothers that'll break in the animal shelter and get dogs. Brothers that'll go try to adopt the dogs. You know, brothers that got connects in the animal shelter where they can get dogs where they won't get spaded or get neutered. It just depends on where they land at. So you got brothers trying to get the dogs out of the animal shelter. You know what I'm saying? Nobody can figure out where the dog's at. Nobody. And I'm talking about people from all over is looking for these dogs. You know, all right. So everything go, dogs gone, everything blow over. You don't really hear nothing about it no more. Now, 2 years later, I made the breeding with Mellow Yellow a few weeks before all that stuff happened. You know what I'm saying? I bred Mellow Yellow Mama to Hacksaw a few weeks before all that stuff happened. Maybe a month or so. Because Mellow Yellow them was either the mama was about to have Mellow Yellow them or Mellow Yellow them was nope. Mellow Yellow them wasn't born when they lost their dogs. The mama was pregnant with Mellow Yellow them. You know. So once Mellow Yellow them came, I gave Walkmore two puppies off that litter, which was Mango and the other female. I forgot her name, but it was Mango and the other female. If you go back to my videos, you can see me when I got the dogs, same way I got the dogs in the pool now. Do you see the puppies all in the pool? I had all the Walkmore dogs in the pool, you know, and I gave them two of them and I kept three. You know, one of my three died. His name was Yellow John. He didn't die with me. He died with the person who I let get him. Okay. Now, keep up with me now. There's four dogs. 2 years later, after these dogs are grown, Mellow Yellow is two, their puppies are 2 years old. Now, DJ Dynamite pops into the scene. He pops onto the scene. Walkmore let him get the two that he got, Mango and the other one. All right. He pops on the scene. He don't understand that I'm the one that did the breeding. So first thing he want to do, he try to run off and say Sonny done bred the dogs and all kind of stuff. But Sonny corrected him and say I'm the one that did the breeding. So he had to come to me to get the papers because Walkmore never registered the dogs, right? You know. So he had to come to me. Oh, he didn't know this. He didn't know that. I know you didn't know that. You know. I know you didn't know. So I signed off on the papers for him. That's when I told y'all brothers that Miss Mims told me, she checked me and told me I should have registered them puppies when they was younger. The two that Walkmore had. I registered mine. I didn't register his because I'm figuring he gonna register his own like he always do. Send the write-offs in. You know? But like I said, it's all good. So I signed off on the papers for him. Now while he over there with me, he telling me he got the dogs. Now I don't believe what he's saying, but he telling me he got them. Then he telling me it's time for let's let the brothers get some money. He's speaking about black brothers. Let's let the black brothers get some money. Now we can get some money. He trying to fill my head up to think I'm gassed up like he you know he's a what we call a house nigga. You know what I'm saying? So he trying to gas my head up, you know, and thinking I'm gonna go with the shit he talking about. But I explain to y'all brothers all the time. I don't have that mentality to where I'm a follower. You know what I'm saying? I look at things, I understand things, but I got my own kennel. I do my own thing. You know, I don't want to be Walkmore. I'm Pelican Bay. I've been Pelican Bay for the last going on 30 years. You know what I'm saying? Around the biggest of kennels. When Crossroad tried to sell me Crossroad Kennel, he tried to sell it to me for $2,000. While he was trying to sell it to me, he set me up with the police. You know, he was setting me up at the time. Why he was trying to sell it to me. Maybe not that same day, because I met him maybe 4 or 5 times throughout that damn month. You know, to sell him a little bit of weed and stuff like that. And I should have knew, not to get off the subject, I should have knew Crossroad was setting me up because he wanted to buy any kind of weed. Crossroad sell at that time. Crossroad was selling hydro and con bud that he was growing. He don't smoke any kind of weed, so I should have paid attention to that. That he was willing to buy regular weed and shit. He was meeting me at the laundromat, and that's where he stopped me up at one place. The other place he stopped me up twice. The other place he stopped me up at was the Food Lion in Conway. You know, two different times. All right, and he bought an ounce from me both times, ounce of bud. All right. Anyway, he don't got nothing to do with this. All right. So Dynamite trying to feed me all this stuff about he got the dogs, this and that, but he ain't really get into deep detail. You know. Now as the days go on, he get the word that I don't really believe him, and I'm starting to pay attention to certain things, and I don't believe him anyway, cause Sonny done told me what it was with the dogs. Now this where I fought Walkmore at. Walkmore called me on my phone and say he do got the dogs. He got 17 of them. Now, I just played y'all the video back where the woman was saying that the people got the dogs. I played that for y'all about less than a month ago. You know what I'm saying? It's no uh certain things you like you gotta remember. You gotta a lie gotta keep going, gotta keep going. You know what I'm saying? And the thing is, you know, once Walkmore lied to me, and I see he lied to me about for $1 to try to make more dollars off brothers off something that don't exist. Everything changed. My whole perspective of them changed. You know what I'm saying? All for Dynamite. All that shit they trying to do, that Big John shit, that Little John shit, talking about the sperm. Then DJ Dynamite, the fake Walkmore, start talking about he got Big John sperm, he got Little John sperm in the cylinder, this and that, you know. And then I'm over here on my side, right? Which I stay 5 minutes down the street from the real Walkmore. DJ Dynamite, the fake Walkmore, he staying 3 or 4 cities over. You know what I'm saying? So he don't know what's going on in the town. He running around so happy that them boys say he can be Walkmore, not knowing that they setting him up for failure because they trying to get the name off of them. If anything ever go down, then he gonna be the one that they call Walkmore. He gonna be the one that take all the rap. You see, he's so happy to be, oh, I'm Walkmore, I'm Walkmore. So he don't see none of that stuff. Like I said, he's just a house nigga. You know what I'm saying? So once I seen Walkmore was lying to me, and I see DJ Dynamite gonna stand on a lie, he gonna lie regardless of whatever they say. It was, all gloves off. You know what I'm saying? And what put Ed Moultrie in the line of fire, my brother, is when DJ Dynamite get on his Facebook page, block me out. For one, he got me blocked out, and two, he get up there and make up some shit about me, which is all good because I had stuff made up about me before, you know. Make up some shit, and then basically, like I said, I can't see it, I can't respond to it, and it's all good. But since he want to play it on that level, see, DJ Dynamite don't understand. He the reason Walkmore got thrown under the bus. He the reason Ed Moultrie got thrown under the bus, and anybody who I came at in that whole little crowd got thrown under the bus. See, and then brother, check this out, right? What DJ Dynamite do is he go putting everybody's name in the situation that don't got nothing to do with none of this shit. These brothers know how I'm gonna get on my channel. They don't want no parts of none of that stuff because they not involved with none of that stuff. DJ Dynamite throwing their name out there. Oh, this person did this. Oh, this person got this. This person did blah 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 blah. You know. Now, the reason Ed Moultrie is involved is because you got DJ Dynamite who has not been in the streets one day in his life, but you commenting on street activities, so-called street activities, right? You commenting on that. He's not a dog man. You know what I'm saying? He's not none of the stuff he claimed to be when it comes to these dogs. So he's not a street person. He's not a dog man. He's a failed DJ. When I say failed, he still make a couple dollars off DJing, but he's not your DJ drama. He's not none of these big time DJs, and he been DJing since he been little. You know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, he know how to scratch records, but he don't know about scratching dogs. And when he did scratch dogs, he lost. You know, so he throw Walkmall out there. Walkmall lie to me. A person they don't gotta lie to, they never had to lie to me. You know, I'm the one person that always protected them when they came out here and folk got on their ass about their dogs. I'm the one person that stood up for them when people got on their ass about their dogs. See, they lost that when they try to lie to me. You know what I'm saying? And then DJ Dynamite, he think he know what's going on out here. He don't know shit. So I give people the real and what's really going on. You know, the facts. The facts is Ed Moultrie got busted, dog fighting, probation violation, drugs, all kind of shit. A whole box in the yard. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, all that did happen. Now, what I said was him and DJ Dynamite is kennel partners. Now, another thing I said was when I had my puppies before all that stuff happened, DJ Dynamite was telling me, don't tell Ed that he getting dogs from me. You know, all that stuff was happening before Ed got in trouble. Don't tell him you that I'm getting these dogs. Don't tell him. So I said, yo, you had to have a problem with Ed from the rip. You know, you had to have a problem with him from the rip. He's a what we call a backstabber. You know what I'm saying? And like I said, I'm not gonna block nobody and then talk trash about them. You know what I'm saying? I could have easily respond to a lot of these brothers. You speaking about shit you don't know what the hell you're talking about. You know what I'm saying? Saying fed this, saying fed that, but the people that you talking about, they are fed. They got paperwork on them, and I could put the paperwork out right now. But them brothers not messing with me. They're not bothering me. So why would I get involved with street shit then when the folk ain't fucking with me? You know what I'm saying? It's the people that wanna be involved with something. It's the ones that, how can I put it? It's the ones that don't got no backbone, the ones that ain't got no heart. You know that's speaking and talking that dumb shit, right? So when Dynamite got up there and said what he said about me, then it's definitely no holds barred now. It's up on Walkmall for lying to me in my face about them 17 dogs. See, I don't care about him lying about the Big John shit, you know, because he been lying about that for 20 years. So that's not a lie that I'm not used to. But when you lie to me and say you still got them dogs when I know you don't, in order to try to keep shit going and you know I got pull out here. DJ Dynamite ain't got no pull. You see, that was the worst mistake Walkmall could have made if they did have any dogs, was to go the route with DJ Dynamite. The worst mistake. When he think he know what's going on in social media because he in the DJ world. He not in this world. This world is a total different world than the DJ world. You know? Now, let me say, now that we get to talking about Ed Moultrie, it ain't no, like I said, it's no holds barred. It ain't no feelings. It ain't no, oh, we friends, this. Nah, it's giving these brothers and sisters what's going on, really what's going on out here in this dog game. Ed Moultrie busted by the SLED, open investigation. It ain't even the fact that he ain't been to court yet. This is SLED open investigation in South Carolina. You know what I'm saying? They going city to city, state to place to place, county to county. You know what I'm saying? Now, if your kennel partner, because that's what it was, that's what Dynamite and Ed was, kennel partners. If your kennel partner get busted by the SLED, and then you using somebody else's name that's not your name, walk them all, that they done lost their dogs to a whole investigation that wind up not being a dog fighting bust. You know, they was on the thin line. They was on the thin line of being chain violations and a dog fighting bust. You know what I'm saying? And then on the other side, so Dynamite in the middle, you got Walk'em over here busted, Dynamite in the middle, and Dynamite kennel partner busted. You know, that's three different groups. Walk'em all, Dynamite, and Ed, but Dynamite and Ed is partners, right? Okay, don't stay with me now. So once you say something to me, I mean, I got to give these brothers what's really going on out here. You know? And I mean, he really bringing other people in the situation that don't got nothing to do with nothing. You know what I'm saying? Nothing to do with nothing. And it's like he the one throwing Ed under the bus. He the one throwing Welcome all under the bus. And I'm just gonna be the mouthpiece for it, you know. But when you got somebody out here that's acting like they know what it is, acting like they tough, you know what I'm saying? Acting like they a bulldogger, acting like they know this and know that and know this and know that, then they gotta stand on it. Stand on what you're talking about. You see? Now, like I said, back to Ed Moultrie. SLED investigation ain't been to court yet. This going on a year now. All the evidence right there. They ain't gotta build up no case. They got all the evidence right there. From the box to the drugs to the dogs to the scarred up dogs and every damn thing. When Ed first got busted, Dynamite called me, asking me, please don't say nothing, this and that, and thank you, and this and that. When I was on Titan Kennel ass, Dynamite calling me, trying to get me to squash it with Titan and all kind of shit like that, right? He is in the middle of a whole bunch of shit that he don't even got. He don't got the authority to be in this shit. He don't got the how can I put it? He don't got the manpower. He don't got the pull to be in none of this stuff. He just want to be in the middle of something, you know, calling people I fuck with and telling them lies. Whether they believe it or not, I don't care. It don't make me no damn difference. Why? Because I stand on my own. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day. So, you know, really, Ed didn't do nothing to me. He was gonna be on the news regardless, but he wouldn't have been getting dragged out like that regardless. That's Dynamite fault. He gotta blame that on Farron from Georgetown fault. You know what I'm saying? DJ Dynamite, he gotta blame that on him. You know, welcome all the things I say about the Big John shit. When we getting to start to breaking this stuff down, you know, why would you be buying these dogs from city to city? You going to state getting dogs from brothers? Why would you buy one dog from any brother if you had the dogs from the dog pound? You telling me one thing about the dog pound? He said he been got the dogs out the dog pound. And then later on he come back, it's 2 years. He wait 2 years to got the dogs out the dog pound. He telling different people different stories, not knowing if these people gonna talk to each other or not. You know, he recorded a conversation with one brother. The brother called me and asked me what was going on because he got a recorder and said his conversation was being recorded over his phone. His phone told him that the conversation was being recorded and asked me what was going on with him. And I vouched for him. I said, hopefully that was the iPhone because the iPhone got a record button. Whenever you take your head off of it, it'll pop up on the screen, you know, and put your head back on. You know how them phones do or whatever. So I try to vouch for him at the time. You know what I'm saying? Because I didn't think he was doing that, you know. But at the end of the day, what ended up happening is, you know, I'm out here doing my promoting and all type of shit. I'm out here doing my thing. You know what I'm saying? I ain't never try to ride off what Walking Out doing. I came out here, got mine out the mud, man. You know what I'm saying? Got my shit out the motherfucking mud. Now he come out here, try to ride off what Walking Out got going on. He want me to call him Walking Out, something I can't damn do because I was raised up around Walking Out. You know what I'm saying? I can't call some motherfucker that ain't I know for a fact ain't Walking Out. I can't call him Walking Out because he want to be called that. Now, you know what happened is you got a bullshit ass bully breeder from Wisconsin named Marcel Shepard. You know that I end up letting Mellow Yellow Little Mama go to him. You know, I let Mellow Yellow Little Mama go to him instead of him taking that dog and selling it. He want to sell it to somebody instead of him taking the dog and selling it to anybody. He get mad at me and try to sell it back to DJ Dynamite. You know, sell it back to DJ Dynamite. He could sell that dog to anybody, but yet you let it come back here to where we stay at. Now my thing is, if you got the dogs out the dog pound, you don't need that bitch. And as time go on, the lie just keep getting more deeper and more deeper and more deeper and more deeper. So now he go try to run and grab Mellow Yellow the mama. And I ask y'all brothers and sisters why? What's the purpose? Because Pelican Bay promote his shit. Because Mellow Yellow, the most known grand champion yellow dog in America. That's why. You know what I'm saying? If it wasn't for that, there'd be no reason to try to get Mellow Yellow mama. You know what I'm saying? No reason. So now he's trying to ride off what I'm doing. And I don't play that shit. You calling all the people I deal with. See, that's that street mentality. Don't fuck with my folk. My clientele, my people is my people. Yeah, we all grown out here, but my people is my people. Get your own people. I'm not going around calling everybody that welcome all know. Yeah, I talked to some people that they knew sometime because we end up conversating. And if it happened like that with him, that would have been cool. But it wasn't happening like that with him. He was literally trying to call and asking me who I know with this dog, who I know. He going on online peds and looking up the dogs. And then when he see the name beside the dog, he asks me, do I know this person? Do I know that? Like he literally going back and trying to holler at the people through me and use me as his validation. Oh, you know Pelican Bay? He doing all that, right? Now, when I start getting pissed off and I start saying shit, now he try to take he go and start some kind of shit with Meliella the mama, right? And he say I stole the dog. The brothers who I got the dog from, Meliella the mama, they tell him I didn't steal the dog. Then he say I put papers on her. Sonny Walkmore, the real Walkmore, signed off on the papers, and I sent the papers in to Miss Mims. Walkmore gave me the papers. I sent them in to Miss Mims. See, he didn't know none of that type of shit before he starts speaking on it. That's just another way to throw Walkmore up under the bus some more. You know what I'm saying? So all this shit going on, like I said, he just in the middle of it. He the only one out of everybody who not really a bulldogger. You know what I'm saying? Walkmore bulldogger, I'm a bulldogger. The people that he names he bringing up that had the dog, they bulldoggers. Everybody bulldoggers except for him. People that he's speaking to, they like, why the fuck is he calling us every day? Every single day he calling us want to talk about a dog. Want to talk about a dog. He is the exact opposite of what Walkmore was. Walkmore not gonna call you at all. He gonna overcall you. He gonna call you every damn day, trying to figure out the traits, trying to figure out this about the dogs. But yet he's supposed to be got the dogs from Walkmore. You know what I'm saying? So, like I said, once he, I don't know if he got Meliella the mama or not, but he was trying to get her. Obviously, he did get her. You know what I'm saying? Because him and Titan came up with a thing to say, oh, because I changed the dog name. I changed the dog name from the name she had when she was registered with Bonafide. I changed the name, and what does that matter? It don't matter at all. You know, and I said how many real dog men from the past changed dogs' names. Like we just talked about a few videos back. Apples and Pearl. Jocko Little Mate sister. Apples, same dog as Pearl. Some things her name is Apple. Some things her name is Pearl. You know, people change dogs' names all the time. I showed y'all the dog that was named damn what that dog. It was one of two of the dogs. They had the name changed. People change dogs' names all the time. You know what I'm saying? But that's something that him and Titan worked out because Titan mad at me because I'm bringing his damn scamming out and all that type of shit. So he mad. So he willing to do whatever. So they think they hurt me because they got the name changed back to Pandora on the pedigree thing. That shit don't matter to me. Nobody don't know Pandora. They know Mellow Yellow. They don't know none of his dogs. They know Mellow Yellow. You know what I'm saying? Right now, not only is Mellow Yellow the most known yellow dog, she the most known Walkmore dog living today. Please, somebody else come up here and tell me I'm lying. You know what I'm saying? Tell me I'm lying. I didn't say she the best. I didn't say she the best producer Walkmore dog. I said she the most well-known Walkmore dog. She the most well-known pure grand champion yellow dog living in America today. That's what I said. And I'm going to stand on that until somebody prove me otherwise. You know what I'm saying? So I understand why he go try to get the mama, think he going to produce another Mellow Yellow, think he going to produce, he think he can breed this and breed. He don't know shit about breeding. You know? So like I said, Ed Moultrie catching the blunt end of the deal because the simple fact you got an asshole in the middle that want to be somebody that he not, and he's starting trouble that he really can't stop. He's starting trouble that he can't do nothing about. He's starting trouble that's above his pay grade. You know what I'm saying? So that's where it all come from, man. That's where it all come from. This one motherfucker that wanna be somebody, this one buck dancer that wanna be walking off so damn bad. And this brother, these brothers, they got the nerve to call your names. They say, "Oh, I'm a Fed. I'm on Fed payroll and all that." Man, these the biggest buck dancers. Like I said before, the biggest buck dancers in any professional sport is in this pit bull game. You know what I'm saying? You'll never be nothing. You always be worshiping. You always be worshiping what brothers did in the past instead of trying to make a name for your damn self. I'm out here making a name for my damn self. You can't stop me. It's too far gone. I done did that. I got it out the mud. I dug it up out the mud. Walked through my knee. Walked through the swamps in my knees and all that type of shit. I ain't called for no help. You know what I'm saying? Did that shit my damn self. You know? Big salute out to Bruce Banner out there, man. Bruce Banner. Big salute to my brother Bruce Banner. Been rocking with me from day one. Been out here helping me promote. You see, there's a lot of these brothers be acting like they down with the Bay. They ain't even sharing my videos. I got a fucking hardback book that I wrote. Brothers ain't even purchase a book from me. But you support the Bay. I told y'all 2026, it's gonna be a lot of changes coming up with the Bay, man. I sat back and looked. I did a lot of promoting for a lot of folk over the past 3 years. But when the shoe on the other foot, there's no promoting going on. You know, and at the end of the day, man, I know what my worth is. Like I said before, I can go any part of this God green earth and triple my worth. You know what I'm saying? I don't need a dog to run my podcast. You put me in somewhere in Europe, I hook the studio up and it's on and popping. I'm gonna give you the dog news, and I'm gonna keep my junk jumping. You know what I'm saying? No make no difference what platform I'm on, from YouTube to TikTok, whatever is out during that time. You know. So at the end of the day, man, when 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 Ed Moultrie, if he want to, he can't be mad at me. He can only be mad at DJ Dynamite, because that's where it all started from. That's where that's what any video I ever put out about him. That's where all that shit come from. Cause you got somebody out here that wanna play that role, but they ain't got, like I said, they ain't got enough pull. They ain't got enough common sense. You know, common sense would have told him not to do the shit that he did. But he thinking he walk 'em all. He thinking walk 'em all got his back, which it don't make no damn difference right about now, cause they finished. You know what I'm saying? If they get any dogs, they got to get them from people that they done sold dogs to. There ain't no secret dogs left on the yard. There ain't no second yard. DJ Dynamite ain't had no second yard with no dogs, no none of that shit. All he was somebody that was holding scarred up dogs. You see, I know all this shit, right? Because I'm 5 minutes down the street, while he 3 cities over, like I said before. You know, but see, I'm not on his Facebook type, where he can type that bullshit. I'm up here on a worldwide platform where I talk to everybody across the world, from the United States to Mexico to Canada to Europe to Africa to Asia. You know what I'm saying? I talk to folk all across the world, Australia, Philippines. You know what I'm saying? I ain't typing, I'm talking. I done sold dogs across the world. I ain't just sold dogs here in Conway. I ain't just sold dogs in South Carolina, North Carolina, or right on the corner of Georgia and Florida. I done sold dogs to the other continents on my own name, not nobody else shit. You know? So it ain't hard for me, man, because I ain't trying to ride off of a fake name, a fake image. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to be, like I said, I don't want to be welcome off. Like I said, and when Walking was out here with their dogs, people get in their ass and start saying this about them, saying that about them, and who be right there beside them? Pelican Bay, come talking shit. Come talking my shit, right? But once I left from beside you, oh, they ain't got no help now. DJ Dynamite ain't no help. He just more problems, and more problems they're gonna add on. Just like he did. That's why I say open SLED investigation case with your kennel partner, and then you go get Walkmore to drag them in that shit with the SLED. SLED is bigger than your state law. That's what it is, state law enforcement division, right? But it's bigger than your state troopers. It's bigger than your county men, your city workers, and all that. SLED in South Carolina. Now, actually, it's the South Carolina Law Enforcement Division. In South Carolina, the SLED is like South Carolina own version of the feds. You know, they bigger than all them other agencies in South Carolina. So I mean, like I said, man, big salute to you, my brother, that asked me the question. I told you I wasn't talking no trash to you. I ain't with all that, dog. And I couldn't go to sleep with it on my brain because I want to sleep in peace. I want to sleep comfortable. You know what I'm saying? And thinking about what I'm gonna speak about tomorrow on the video, because you know some of the stuff that you was texting me or whatever, it rolls an eyebrow in me. It rolls a hair in me. So I had to go ahead and go ahead and knock that out for you, man. You know what I'm saying? Uh, like I always say, the Walkmart dogs, they legitimate dogs, top of the line working dogs. But at this point right now, you know, the name Walkmart don't mean shit because there's no value on that name anymore. It's not real Walkmart that's carrying that name anymore. It's like you got David Tant, right? Everybody make a name for themselves out here. You got David Tant, and now you got a black David Tant. David Tant is a white man, and now when David Tant out the game, somebody that he know decided to start calling themselves David Tant, and now you call them, and you be like, damn, I thought David Tant was a white fella, and David Tant a young black dude now. That ain't even bulldog like that. When I say he haven't bulldog like that, he ain't bulldog like that. And this the thing. Sonny, the real Walkmore, you can't believe shit he gonna say because he trying to lie for him. Because lying for DJ Dynamite helps put money in his pocket. Lying for his house nigga helps put money in his pocket. So he gonna lie for him. You know, you can't believe shit he's saying now either. And when his lie got exposed, Sonny lie got exposed. When Sonny lie got exposed, then the Big John shit come out. How long was you lying about these Big John dogs? How long was you lying about these Little John dogs? Why would you have a cylinder of sperm in your yard and still inbreeding the dogs, line breeding the dogs for 30 years without bringing Big John back? If you got 15 valves of sperm, why in the hell you ain't using them on your own yard? What you waiting on? For you know these dogs is 60-pound dogs. What you waiting on for you to get so old that you can't even hold the dogs no more? You too old to hold the dogs? What you waiting on? See, when one lie get exposed, it exposes all the lies that they talking and all the lies that they speaking about. And that's what happened. And that's why they so furious. And that's why anytime they say something about me, I go off and I tell the truth out here, starting with Ed Moultrie, you know, open investigation, open case, SLED busting folk. As we speak, they busting people around South Carolina. Why would somebody who's kennel partner with somebody that's just got busted last year, why would his kennel partner get up here and try to put himself in the situation that he in? And then while I'm talking shit to DJ Dynamite, then you got all these little fucked up channels that's sitting around and getting all the information, right? Getting information from what I say, looking on his bullshit page, taking all kind of shit, and then they make up stuff. You know what I'm saying? So when they go to making up shit, I just go to hit the source. Ed Moultrie, fake DJ Dynamite, and the real Walkmore. I just, you know what I'm saying? And neither one of my friends. I already see how when you think folk your friends how they play it, It ain't no friends in this dog game. Everybody trying to make a dollar. You know what I'm saying? Everybody trying to make a dollar. So I see what it is out here, and I'm gonna hold it down for myself. You know what I'm saying? I ain't letting none of them motherfuckers hurt me. I ain't letting none of them motherfuckers try to downgrade what I'm doing. You know what I'm saying? They can't. Like I said, I done put my work in out here. It's all good at this point. You know what I'm saying? I made a way, I made a path for myself out here. I didn't, like I said, Walkmore ain't do one thing to help me out here. And nothing when it come to the dogs. No dog training, no nothing. Only thing he did help me was help me breed Mellow Yellow Mama to Hacksaw. You know, by giving me permission to breed the mama to Hacksaw. And like I told brothers, Dynamite didn't even understand that I didn't want to raise them dogs that he got. You know, I bought my female and bred on the yard after we came from work one day. After we got from work, I went home and got my dog. You know what I'm saying? Came back and bred. You got brothers that come up here and trying to get views on their damn video talking about I got fired. I never got fired. You know, brothers be talking about so much shit they don't know what they talking about. That's why I understand why they where they at in this dog game. I understand now why Chico been talking so much shit over the past 10 years to these dog brothers. They gonna always be nothing. Not talking about everybody, just some of them. They gonna always be nothings in this dog game. That's the mentality they got. Nothing, nobody's. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to say flunkies, junkies. I'm serious right now, and I'm talking. I'm explaining to you seriously. They're gonna be nobodies. Do boys. They're gonna always be looking from the bottom and saying, "Oh, this man here, top 5 dog man. This man here, top this, and this man here is this, and this man." They're gonna always look at the dog game like that. I'm not living in them days. We in modern day time. I can't help these brothers didn't upgrade their firmware, didn't upgrade their hard drive. My hard drive upgraded. You know what I'm saying? I'm running the modern day shit. And I ain't talking about dogs, I'm talking about firmware. I understand what's going on out there in this dog game in 2026. DJ Dynamite don't. The fake Walkmore don't. So that leads to trouble for Ed Moultrie. You know what I'm saying? That leads to trouble for the real Walkmore. You see, if he would have never called me and told me that bullshit lie, then I might would have thought secondly about it. But when he called me and told me that bullshit lie, so he could put $1 in his pocket, I said, all right, I got something for him. You know what I'm saying? I got something for him. Everybody trying to look out for their pockets, and I'm gonna look out for mine. You know what I'm saying? Looking out for mine, big dog. And like I said, there's no disrespect to you, homie. And I'm not the type of person that's gonna disrespect you because you asked me a question. You didn't disrespect me. You know what I'm saying? And I'm damn sure not gonna disrespect you. I'm just gonna give it to you how it was and how it is. You know. So yeah, I say until Ed Moultrie go to court, we gonna keep bringing that shit up because that shit right around the corner, and we need to know what's going on. You know what I'm saying? A year ago now, because it happened in March last year. This Sunday will be March. A year with all the evidence. What are they waiting on? And it was on papers. What are they waiting on? But they busting everybody across the state. And they still busting. Every time South Carolina law enforcement make a bust, they say the investigation is open, and it's all of them tied together. Not saying each one of these busts know each other. Excuse me. Each one of these busts know each other. But when they find out a little bit from this bust, they go to the next one. They find out a little bit about this one, they go to the next one. Find out a little bit about that one, go to the next one. I ain't never. South Carolina got busted for dogs more in the last since 2022 than all of history. South Carolina got busted more for dogs since 2022 than all these states combined. You know, well, I'm gonna take that back. Not combined, but you ain't got a state in America that got busted for dog fighting more than South Carolina since 2022. You know, now they done did all kind of shit on me. They done came out with a fake paper that said I'm getting some kind of money from this, I don't know who print that out. You know, I believe it was either Titan, that dude Hunter of all dog men. You know, cause I got haters coming from all directions, brother. The tree huggers, they hate. You know, these motherfuckers go to Google Maps and all kind of shit, try to post up this, post like they corny as hell. You know, Thompson go to talking about this and talking about shit and this and that. These motherfuckers is corny and they do whatever they can do to sell a dog. You know what I'm saying? Instead of making a real name for themselves. So at the end of the day, I just give it to them, brother, fair and unbiased, raw and uncut. Some gonna like it and some ain't. You know what I'm saying? Do something about it. Like I tell them. You know, I tell them that shit all the time. Do something about it. You know, these brothers right here in South Carolina, he won't do a damn thing. Call me police, call me this, but won't touch me. You know what I'm saying? Believe me, I ain't gonna pull out my phone and call no police. I'ma handle it right then and there. You touch me, any of y'all motherfuckers touch me, you gonna see what time it is. And they know that shit. I don't gotta explain it. They know it. So it's easier for them to get on YouTube and talk that shit. Like Thompson, he right around the corner. He Thompson lived closer to DJ Dynamite than he do to me because him and DJ Dynamite within 45, 30 minutes of each other. It's gonna take him about an hour and a half, 2 hours to get to where I'm at. But he's still in South Carolina. But I talk all the shit I want about his old lady. He ain't gonna do shit. You know what I'm saying? I tell y'all his old lady look like Shrek, the female Shrek, Fiona. I tell y'all that shit all the time. You know, and I tell y'all if she producing the biggest head bulldogs in South Carolina. You looking for a big bulldog head? That bitch got a big bulldog head, some big jaws on her. Like I said before, Thompson, his bitch look like she could suck a golf ball through a straw. You know, I do that shit and I say that shit to see what he gonna do. When these other brothers in the past say this and say that, oh, he gonna lace up their boots and they gonna come do this. Man, listen here, man. I was really out here when I was out here. I don't care about living that life no more. That's how I know phony ass motherfuckers when I see phony ass people. Whether they talking about gangs and all that shit, it don't matter. I come up in the area before all that gang shit. You know what I'm saying? You represent your hood. It wasn't no colors, no none of that shit like that. Whatever city you from, you represent that area. You know? So, I just, the phony shit, I don't like it. When it comes to these dogs, these brothers in the dog game, you know, a lot of them don't want to earn their way to the top. They want to ride off what the next man did. And like I said, we're going to always have problems when you're thinking the Bay going to bow down. We're going to always have problems when you're thinking the Bay ain't work hard for what he trying to get his shit to. And I'm going to let anybody step on what I'm doing. You know what I'm saying? I don't give a fuck if it's the Sonny, the real welcome out. No, none of that shit. This is what I got going on. The same way like he working on buildings and all that shit. This is what I got going on. He ain't gonna let me stop his money, and I damn sure ain't gonna let him stop mine. You know? So I mean, it is what it is, my brother. I'm not gonna sit here and tell you a lie. Like that's gonna be the last time that I mention Ed Moultrie name. Nah, I'm not gonna tell you that. You know, DJ Dynamite started something that he really can't stop. He started something, like I said before, that's above his pay grade. He ain't got the pull to stop it. You know, police show up to my house, brother. Police show up to my house when I argued with them. Oh, somebody called on you, say this and say that and say this. Uh, when I'm arguing with DJ Dynamite, police show up to another brother house that have a disagreement with him. Police show up to another brother house to have a disagreement with him. What's the coincidence that three brothers that have disagreements with DJ Dynamite, police show up to all their house? What's the coincidence? Now, I don't know the other brothers. I know one of them, I don't know the third one. What's the coincidence? But hey, man, brothers want to hear what they want to hear. They want the game to be, they want the game the to massage them and to make them comfortable. This ain't a game you can be comfortable in. Every day I give brothers and sisters this news to let you see this ain't what you think it is. You know, these these brothers out here, you you setting up these boxes at your house. I just made the video. These brothers making pamphlets, programs and shit for the dog, and you don't think folk gonna give you up? These brothers taking 40 people, 40 cars to a dog fight. They're taking 100 and some people to a dog show in 2025. You don't think folk gonna give you up? Got permanent boxes set up in the woods. You don't think folk gonna give you up? When this dog community stop acting like what they doing ain't mob activity and conduct themselves in that manner, they'll be all right. But until then, they're gonna keep the same shit gonna keep happening over and over and over and over. You know, and at the end of the day, you know, he fucked with the wrong one. You know, he fucked with the wrong one. Cause like I said, I don't need no dogs. My platform don't survive off of because I got a dog in the yard. You know, it's because I got that dog right here in my heart. Is why my platform survive. You know, it's your boy PBK9s. Y'all stay safe out there. Y'all stay legal out there. You know what I'm saying? Big salute to you, my brother, that I told you I was dropping this video for you. Salute to everybody that's supporting the channel. You know what I'm saying? Everybody that's rocking with the channel. Y'all rock with me. I'm rocking with y'all at the same time, man. You know what I'm saying? If y'all fans of me, I'm fans of y'all at the same time. Believe that whether I speak to you every day or not. You know, but I ain't blinded, dog. You know, I know who really fucking with me. You know what I'm saying? And how you fuck with me when you not around me means a lot. You know. Salute to the brothers that share my videos, share my clips, share anything I post. Salute to all y'all brothers, man. Y'all stay safe, y'all stay legal, and I'm out.